Hi, I'm Dr. Sage Breslin, and this is the second video in the special series for Wisdom Wednesdays about my journey with cancer. First, I just want to tell you how blown away I was by how many of you reached out to me and offered support, and many of you sharing your own stories on your own journeys with cancer. I guess I wasn't expecting it. And I think that because I'm such a private person and because I felt exposed to sharing my journey, I was uncertain how it would be received. I can't go say that I was worried about it, but I was uncomfortable after sharing. And after hearing so many of you reach out to me and share with me and support me, I don't feel that way anymore. I feel blessed. So thank you. Thank you for reaching out and supporting and caring about me, and it makes this journey a little easier. So one of the things I mentioned last week is that I am getting ready for this treatment protocol, and that the protocol has 2 steps. The first 12 weeks is this oral chemotherapy and a shot in the belly. I'm still trying to get over that one. And then the second is a much more aggressive chemotherapy in preparation for the transplant. So I've been thinking about that when my oncologist told me that she thought I would, given what I've been through in the past and how resilient I've been, she thought that I would probably be able to work through the first protocol. And I hung my hat on that. Like, I thought, oh, great, okay, excellent, I can do this. And then I'm only taking 3 months off for the second part, which I won't be able to work. And what I have been noticing, I guess, in the last few days is how little attention I paid to the first part of the protocol. I didn't think about the fact that it's chemotherapy. Yeah, it's a tablet and a shot, but it's chemotherapy. And weirdly, it's almost like I just shut it away as if it were a little fly. And as I started bringing my attention to it over the last few days, I noticed that maybe I did that because it was more manageable for me. Maybe by shrinking this down to, okay, there's only going to be one part of this that might be really hard for me, where I might be indisposed, where I might be very vulnerable, where I might need others, need support, need for my finances to shift gears. I think it's been really hard for me to think about 6 months of treatment. And that is a very vulnerable feeling. It's like, if it's only 3 months, I can somehow manage. But 6 months, that's very serious. And I think that's what I need to share. That it feels like really like a big deal when I think about 6 months of treatment rather than 3 months of treatment. But I've got to walk my talk. This is what I need to share with you all. I need to be able to be the person that I've become. I need to know that I can share what's below the surface. Because if I let this fear, this worry, this concern, this daunting, oh my God, how can I possibly do 6 months of treatment? If I let that slip below the surface and I don't attend to it, what kind of havoc is it going to wreak down there? I've learned, from all of the different traumas and experiences that I've had over time, I've learned, if you don't pay attention to that stuff and it slips below the surface, it starts really getting in the way. Look, I've got enough on my plate. I don't need anything else to get in the way. So I'm going to walk my talk. I'm going to share what I can. And today I'm sharing that I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the idea that this treatment is actually 6 months long, not just 3 months. And just because I might be well enough to work in the first 3 months doesn't mean I have the right to discredit it as not happening or not important or not scary. So I really appreciate your listening and joining me on this journey. And again, I want to thank you so much for all of your kind words and your wisdom and your vulnerable shares and stories. And I made it. Week 2, I made the second video. I did it. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I guess we'll just see where all this leads. Thank you. And have a great Wednesday and the rest of your week.